If you want to look older, tired, and invisible, keep doing these 7 things. Seriously, keep doing them because they work. But if you want to feel like yourself again, if you want people to actually see you when you walk into a room, then stay with me because I'm about to show you the 7 things quietly aging you without you even realizing it. No products, no surgery, no dressing younger than you are. Just 7 specific habits to release, starting today. I'm going to show you why each one ages you and the simple swap that changes everything. And the very last one, it's the one that makes the biggest difference of all. So stay to the end. Let's begin. Number 1, the oversized dress. I understand the appeal. A big, loose, flowing dress feels comfortable. It feels safe. It doesn't cling to anything. And when you're a woman over 50, feeling a little self-conscious about your body, that dress feels like the answer. But here's what it's actually doing. It's aging you 10 years without you even realizing it. When a dress is too big, too loose, too shapeless, you don't disappear into comfort, you disappear, period. The fabric overwhelms your frame, your silhouette vanishes, and instead of looking confident, you look like you're wearing a robe to the grocery store. I see it constantly. Beautiful women pairing shapeless dresses with sneakers, no belt, nothing to break up all that fabric. And what feels like I'm dressing for comfort actually reads as I've stopped paying attention. Here's the truth, sister. A dress can be comfortable and flattering. It is not either or. The swap. Find a dress that skims your body instead of drowning it. It doesn't need to be tight, just fitted enough that people can see you have a shape. Add a belt to define your waist, and suddenly that same dress goes from frumpy to intentional. I think about a client of mine, a retired school teacher from Atlanta. She wore the same style of caftan to every family gathering for years because it was easy. One Sunday, her granddaughter gently said, "Grandma, you're always hiding." That one sentence changed everything for her. She didn't buy a whole new wardrobe. She bought one belt. And she told me it was the first time in years she felt like people actually saw her at that table. Number 2, the hair that stopped trying. This one is personal, but I have to say it with love. There's a hairstyle so many of us fall into. Same cut, same color, same shape for 20 years. And at some point, it stops being your look and starts being a habit you forgot to question. The same relaxed style you've worn since the 90s, the same box color that hasn't shifted since your kids were in middle school, hair that stayed frozen in time because it feels safe. Your hair ages you faster than your face does. It's the frame around everything. And if the frame is stuck in the past, the whole picture feels stuck too. You don't need a drastic chop or a bold new color. You need a refresh, a little movement, a little softness around your face, something that quietly says, I'm still evolving. The swap. Book a consultation. Not just a cut. Ask your stylist for one change that would modernize your look. Just one. You might be amazed at what a difference it makes. Number 3, the shoe that says, I've given up. I'm going to say something a little controversial. The bulky orthopedic sneaker, the stiff walking shoe, the comfort clog you wear with every single outfit, including the ones that have no business being paired with it. Here's the problem. Shoes are the foundation of your entire look, and when your foundation screams function over form, everything above it starts to crumble too. I'm not telling you to suffer for style, but there is a wide, wonderful gap between painful and sensible, and somewhere in that gap is a shoe that feels good and looks good. The women who look effortlessly put together understand this. They don't sacrifice comfort for style. They find the middle ground. A sleek loafer, a modern sneaker in a neutral tone, a low block heel you can actually walk a full day in. The swap. Take your most comfortable but most tired-looking shoe and replace it with something that feels just as good but looks 10 times better. Your whole outfit will thank you. Number 4, the pattern that tracks you. This one is subtle, but once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Certain prints, no matter how expensive or well-made, instantly date you. Oversized floral prints that swallow your frame, busy, chaotic patterns that fight for attention instead of complimenting you. The issue isn't pattern itself. The issue is that many of us reach for prints that do the opposite of what we want. They hide us instead of highlighting us. The most stylish women over 50 understand one thing. Pattern should serve you. It should never overwhelm you. The swap. Look for smaller scale prints, delicate florals, subtle stripes, geometric shapes that don't compete with your face. And here's the secret. A solid color with rich texture will always look more intentional than a loud print doing all the talking for you. Number 5, the lipstick you've worn since 1985. Okay, this one is specific, but stay with me. You have a lip color, you've had it for years, maybe decades. It's your go-to. And I need to tell you something hard. It's probably aging you. As we age, our skin tone shifts, our natural coloring changes. That shade that looked stunning on you at 35 may now be washing you out or making you look severe, or worst of all, like you're trying to hold on to a version of yourself instead of stepping into this one. The biggest offenders? Dark matte browns, frosty pinks, brick reds that lean too warm, and the dreaded nude that makes your lips disappear entirely. Your lip color should bring life to your face, not drain it. The swap. Go to a makeup counter just once and try 3 shades you'd never normally pick. A rosy pink, a soft berry, a sheer coral. Ask which one makes your eyes look brighter. That's your new shade. Number 6, the accessory that ages you instantly. This one is controversial, but I have to say it. There's one accessory that signals stuck in time, faster than almost any clothing choice. And it's not what you think. It's the handbag. Specifically, the handbag that's been your everyday bag for 15 years, worn at the corners, slightly misshapen, practical back in 2010, but tired now. So many of us hold on to bags long past their prime, not because we love them, but because they're still good. I understand that instinct completely, but your bag is the most visible thing you carry. It's in every photo, every mirror, every handshake. A worn-out bag drags down an entire outfit, even when everything else is right. The swap. Invest in one high-quality, modern bag in a neutral tone. It doesn't need to be expensive. It needs to be intentional. A structured crossbody, a clean tote, something that says, I thought about this. I remember a woman in one of my comment sections, a grandmother of 5 from Houston, who told me she'd been carrying the same tote since her youngest graduated high school, over a decade ago. She said the bag had become invisible to her, the way old furniture becomes invisible in a house you've lived in too long. She finally replaced it, and she wrote back a week later saying strangers had started complimenting her outfits again. Nothing else had changed, just the bag. And now, number 7, the one women push back on the most. This is the one I promised you, the one that makes the biggest difference of all. It's the way you carry yourself. I know you were expecting something about clothes or makeup or hair, but the truth is, none of that matters if your body language is quietly saying, please don't look at me. The hunched shoulders, the lowered gaze, the way so many women over 50 make themselves smaller in rooms, in photographs, in conversations, as if taking up space were something to apologize for. Here's the hard truth. You can wear the most beautiful outfit in the world, and if you're walking through it like you're sorry to be there, nobody will truly see you. The women who look remarkable after 50 don't have perfect bodies or flawless skin or a closet of designer pieces. They have presence. They walk into a room like they belong in it. They make eye contact. They stand tall. And it isn't about performing confidence. It's about deciding you deserve to be seen exactly as you are. The swap. For the next 7 days, every time you walk through a doorway, pause for 1 second. Pull your shoulders back, lift your chin, then walk through like the room is lucky to have you in it. I promise you, people will treat you differently. So there they are, 7 things quietly aging you and 7 things you can change starting today. Let me be clear about something. This wasn't about shaming you, it was about waking you up. You are not invisible. You are not past anything. You are not fading into the background unless you decide to. The world tends to treat us the way we present ourselves, and if you've been doing a few of these 7 things without even realizing it, the world may have been giving you feedback you never deserved. The good news is you can change any one of them today, right now. You don't need a full wardrobe overhaul. You don't need a dramatic transformation. You just need to release the habits quietly making you look older than you feel and lean into the ones that make you feel alive again. If something in this video spoke to you, I'd love for you to sit with one thought before you go. Which one of these 7 things is yours to change first? You don't need to fix all 7 this week. Just choose one. And if you'd like to keep having these honest conversations with me week after week, consider staying close by subscribing. There's a whole community of women here doing this together, and I genuinely love to have you in it. If this reached something in you, share it with a woman you love, the one who's been feeling a little invisible lately. Send it to her with a note that says, "This made me think of you," because none of us were ever meant to do this alone. You are not invisible. You never were. Style is not an age. It is a decision.